Can you actually build a $250,000 a year cleaning business on the side of your full-time job? I don't just think so, I know so, because I'm doing it right now. My third cleaning business is in a brand new state where nobody knows who I am. I don't have a reputation to lean on, no existing clients, just the high ticket cleaning model and the ultimate belief that it's going to work anywhere. And so far, it is working like a charm as I am 3 clients in over the 6-figure mark. But first, before we go any further, who am I and why should you care what I have to say? My name is Mike Mack, and I have been building cleaning businesses for a little bit over a decade now. And I am currently, like I said, working on my third one from scratch. I'm building it in real time and I'm taking you along on the journey. I've also, for the last 6 years, been helping folks like you build your own successful high ticket cleaning businesses while working full-time jobs in most cases. So when I tell you this works, I'm not guessing. There is 100% a right way and a wrong way to build this type of business if you're gonna do it on the side. And I'm telling you right now, you get even one of these next things that we're gonna talk about wrong, this is not gonna become a part-time business. It's gonna become a second full-time job. So I want you to lock in because this is going to be a very valuable video for you. Okay, so the first thing worth getting right, and this one will save you years of effort, is the type of cleaning business that you actually build. If you want to build this business working part-time hours, high ticket commercial, that's the only way it's ever gonna make any sense. And I say that because a lot of people hear this remote cleaning model, residential cleaning specifically, and they think it sounds amazing. Low barrier of entry, lots of potential clients, easy to get started. But let me show you what residential cleaning actually looks like when you try to scale it. To hit $10,000 a month, which definitely is not scale, you are running Google ads for the most part, which will get really expensive fast. You're going to be sending out subcontractors whom you've never met into homes of clients that you've never met. And from there, you get to keep a small percentage after all the ad cost and the subcontractor cost. See, after everything shakes out, you might walk away with $2,000 on that full $10,000 gross. And you know what? Unfortunately, maybe less. But that's not terrible news necessarily. What I think is terrible is that you have to manage high volume operation with tons of moving parts, a bunch of softwares, and I mean, to me, that's not a part-time business. That's a full-time gig. High ticket commercial, on the other hand, well, it's a completely different picture because 3 to 5 clients, 3 to 5 offices, all paying you around $5,000 per month, one location each, one team there, one service, same schedule every single week, 5 yeses, and you have a business generating upwards of $300,000 without blowing up your life in the process. That is the high ticket cleaning model. Now, here's a question that trips up almost everyone, and that is, okay, Mike, I'm new at this. Who's actually doing the cleaning here? And I get it. I understand that question. It feels like the responsible move, right? To do it yourself. You know, you want to make sure it gets done right. You want to learn the ropes. You want to even save some money early on. It makes sense on paper. But the moment you start cleaning yourself, even once, you have just become the side hustler because you're trading your time for money. And this business can only grow as fast as your body allows when you play it that way. So from day one, you're going to hire cleaners and then hire a manager shortly after. And that's important because that's ultimately going to make sure you stay home. But here's another thing that completely changed how I approach this. I do not look for part-time cleaners. I look for excellent people who are looking for part-time work. People who would be applying anywhere, like a clothing store, a box retailer, wherever, it doesn't matter. And then I sell them on why cleaning offices at night is a much better option. Like a consistent schedule, no customer service, straightforward work, and of course, good pay. See, when you focus on finding excellent people first, and then teach them a simple skill of emptying trash receptacles and wiping desks, then your talent pool for great people just gets infinitely wider. And the only exception to this would be if you don't have experience, your first couple of hires, you just make sure they have experience. The cool thing is you only have to do it twice, and then from there, you get to tap into this much wider pool of awesome talent in your area. And now let's talk about the manager. You don't need to go outside of your company either. After about a month, you already know who's going to be your best cleaner. And from there, just pick the person who always shows up, always knows how to communicate, the one who cares the most. That's the person you're going to give a small raise to in a slightly elevated role. And here's the cool part. This manager, they're going to oversee. They're going to handle small issues. They're going to step in if someone calls out sick. They're going to train your new employees. And once they're dialed in, now you have a team, a clean team that is running without you needing to be there, which means your evenings will forever be your evenings. And if you play the game this way, you now have the right business, you have the right team, but none of it matters if you are going after the wrong customers. See, not all clients are built the same, and the wrong client at the wrong price will make it feel like a second job overnight. So we're not going to let you do that. So let me use the medical office as an example. The person running a medical office, a medical practice, is working 50 to 60 hours sometimes, maybe even 70 hours per week. And they have more on their plate than most people can imagine. And on top of all of it, they still have to manage the cleaning company that's there, that they're paying, and they're just not doing a good job. So if you're brand new, these are the people you want to talk to. You want to send them a sales letter that talks all about the fact that they are paying for a cleaning service and they shouldn't even have to be thinking about managing the cleaning. And what's more is that when their patients actually walk into their waiting room, their space, it should speak for itself because of how clean it is. That dusty waiting room plants a seed of doubt in the patient's mind that should never be there. So I want you to think about this for a second. You're brand new, you send that letter, and someone reads that, and they feel like you genuinely understand their world. They're not going to ask you how much experience you have. Instead, they're going to ask you, when can you start? Your messaging determines the quality of your client. Get that right, and the experience objection is going to completely disappear because it doesn't matter. And so now you might be thinking, okay, that sounds good, but how do you actually get in front of these people? If I'm going to build this $250,000 cleaning business, how do I actually get in front of these people if I'm not door knocking, I'm not calling, I'm not doing any of that stuff? Enlighten me, Mike Mack. Well, happy to. But first, I need you to hit that like button if you have not already. And also comment unicorn, like give me the unicorn emoji if you are locked in and you are ready to make this a reality. All right, so how exactly do we get in front of these people? Like I'm saying, send them a sales letter, but how do we get in front of them in the first place? Well, here is exactly what I do. I build a list of the right types of businesses in the market. Like I said, medical, dental, car dealerships are great, etc. And then from there, I mail to that list over and over and over again. Every piece of mail focuses on their pain, why they deserve better, and ultimately what it would mean to have a cleaning partner they would never have to think about in a good way. And from there, I just stay consistent with it because most deals they're just not going to close on one touch, one contact. They close because you kept showing up. They eventually close because you keep showing up until the timing was perfectly right. And the best part is, one focused hour a day on this is going to dramatically outperform a full shift of scattered effort every single time. Marketing, recruiting, and staying on top of your clients. That 1 hour is genuinely all this business needs when the model is right. I want to leave you with something before we wrap here. It's a weekday afternoon for me right now. I'm looking at my phone here. Cleaners are starting to check in to their locations. My clients are happy and work is getting done. And I'm not there. There's a real satisfaction in that, and it's kind of hard to put into words. It's not just about the money, although the money is great. For me, it's about knowing that you've built something that works. I have happy cleaners, I have happy clients, and I have a simple service that's delivered really well. And that is exactly what it feels like when you're running, well, where you're playing this game right. And I'm telling you right now, if you have a busy schedule, it's still available to you. You can still build this business to $300,000 plus a year completely on the side before it ever gets hectic. So if you'd like my help building this alongside with you, having my team help you every step of the way, I'm not talking about some course, I'm talking about my team with you, holding your hand every step of the way, and in even some cases, building it out completely for you. Then click the first link in the description. Book a call. Talk with my team. See how we can help you get there. See if it makes sense for us to work together. If you're not ready for that, you'd rather hang on to YouTube University a little bit longer, that's perfectly cool. I got this video right here. I put it together for you. It's going to be an excellent resource. Don't wait. Go check it out. I'll go see you over there.